Animator. This is actually apparently the same 75 as Jerry is running, as Josh Cho is also running. Both of those guys have been featured on camera already. Jerry lost his match. Josh won his match. We're going to see how Todd Anderson fares.
We're going to see how he fares against the boogeyman of the format, the deck to beat, and Jun. Van Wynn playing Jun on the left. They're pretty, man, it's about as traditional as it can get, honestly, with his starting 60. We'll go over the sideboard when we get there, but he's playing a very traditional starting 60 with Raktos, Pump Master, Scavenging Ooze, Olivia, bunch of removal, and some Farseeks. Anderson and his Junker Animator deck, again, like Jerry Thompson's, like Josh Cho's. They've got Shadowborn Demons. They have 3 Putrefies in the main deck to take care of Ooze and some other problematic creatures. Lots on Smiter in the main as well. Anderson having 1 Disciple Bolas in his main deck too. So it's a little bit different. Doesn't have the reliance on Angel Serenity and Unburial Rights like the deck used to, due to Scavenging Ooze and other graveyard hate. But still pretty good strategy.
Yeah, Van is a guy I've seen at a lot of the East Coast events. I've seen him, I believe, in Baltimore, D.C. before. Talked to him usually every time. Haven't talked to him yet today. Didn't know he was playing Jun. But we're underway, and we've got stomping around into Rootbound Crag for Van, and his first play, a Scavenging Ooze. Looks like a buy a box. Scavenging Ooze.
Alright, Salvage going to give Anderson a Loxodon Smiter.
Yeah, and we're likely to see that played here, and there it is. Grizzly Salvage into Smiter. Smiter for the turn 3 play. And that Ooze is going to have to do some oozing. Or you can just remove the Smiter, clear it out of the way, and let the Ooze swing in. So Smiter is dealt with. Todd just plays a land, passes back. Both of these guys playing at a pretty quick pace.
Yeah, Todd always plays pretty quick Magic. He's playing the Overrun Tomb tap there instead of untapped or playing like a different card, like the Cavern of Souls, because apparently he does not have Restoration Angel in his hand, so he's not even going to attempt to bluff that.
Sorry, that's not a buy a box promo. It's a different kind of promo. Duels of the Planeswalker promo.
Okay.
I knew it was a promo.
What that Ooze is right now is a 5/5.
Yeah, that's
Thragtusk.
a pretty threatening Ooze. Thragtusk will threaten to trade with it, but well, I think if the Ooze has an opportunity to grow a little bigger, then
yeah, it doesn't look like there's any other creatures in the graveyard. You see Van Wynn's hand right now with 3 lands and a
Bonfire.
He's got a Thract. Yeah, 3 lands, Bonfire, and a Thragtusk. Yep.
So he can play a land, play a Thragtusk of his own.
I mean, I'd be genuinely surprised if you traded Ooze for the front half of the Thragtusk.
Yeah, I agree.
So I can't imagine attacking anything here. Just passing the turn back, going longer to the game. Again, the thing with Jund is their cards are so powerful that they're happy to play a longer game. Wow. Does make this trade.
I'm surprised, yeah. I feel like the value of the Ooze is much higher than the 5 life that he, in the front half of a Thragtusk.
Yeah, I am genuinely surprised by this trade there. Here comes a Smiter, I think. Yep. Not sure what card Todd drew. I think maybe he drew a Mana Accelerant.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look. Does he have, where's that gold card? Oh, is that a Cavern of Souls?
Yep.
Okay. So, Todd Anderson gets in with Todd Anderson. Beast token there, and Avacyn's Pilgrim is the play.
Now, the one thing that happens here is, like, because the Thragtusk is gone, the front half of it, and just the Beast token's left behind, it makes Miracle Bonfires moving forward for Van Wynn completely insane for the rest of the game, just because it's going to clear up whatever Todd has. So Miracle Bonfire is actually going to be quite good, and the Hardcast Bonfire for 3 is also going to be quite good, but Wynn is just going to attack, play a land, tap, and pass a turn back.
So Todd untaps. 5 lands and a Mana Accelerant, so he's got access to 6, but he's going to go ahead and mulch here. Forest, Sunpetal Grove, Godless Shrine, Thragtusk.
Alright, so it's a draw 3.
Yeah.
But it's 3 lands. I mean,
Sure.
It's nice that those are out of the way, though, right now. I think you got to get in with everybody, maybe?
Wow, he's going to hold back the Beast token, but he's going to get in with the Smiter and the Pilgrim, so threatening to trade with that Thragtusk, yeah.
I don't know. I don't love this just because, like, if Van hasn't bonfired me yet for Miracle, means he probably has one in his hand. So I would have rather get those 3 points of damage across.
And there you see the Bonfire hard cast from Van, and he's going to swing in with the Thragtusk. Smiter lives through the flames.
Draws if there's a Man Accelerant. It looks like just an Arbor Elf. So now I think Todd has to play defense. Yep.
So Arbor Elf pass from Todd.
Van draws an Olivia Voldaren for the turn. Here comes the Thragtusk. He's going to chump block here.
And Van has the opportunity to play Olivia, and he does. He also has a Huntmaster in hand. He's going to play a Stomping Ground tapped and pass.
I don't love the sequencing there by Van, mostly because you see Putrefy as a draw there for Todd. And he could play Olivia. If he's going to play a Stomping Ground tap, that means he's not going to play another spell. So that means he can play Olivia and then shoot down the Arbor Elf and then attack with the Thragtusk and offer up the trade of Thragtusk for the Smiter, which I think I would have preferred.
So you see Olivia bites it to a Putrefy from Todd. Smiter stays back. Van untaps the Thragtusk. Now he's going to swing in. Smiter's going to get in the way, trade, leaving Van with a Beast. And there's that Huntmaster. So
Might be Angel of Serenity or bust now for Todd.
Todd at 5 life, facing down 7 power worth of creatures. And he does not have an Angel of Serenity. What do you find? A Grizzly Salvage, I believe?
Yep.
There's a Grizzly Salvage, so we're going to see. There's that Shadowborn Demon. Avacyn's Pilgrim. Another demon, a Disciple of Bolas, and a Temple Garden. So he's going to take one of the demons.
Yeah, he has to. I'm going to cast it. We'll see what he wants to take care of when it comes into play. He's going to take care of Huntmaster of the Fells. Now 3/3 and a 2/2. Any removal spell will get it done for Wynn here. Draws a card. It looks like there's a Scavenging Ooze. That'll do just fine as well.
Yeah. So Scavenging Ooze is going to eat up Todd's graveyard. There's Disciple, there's Shadowborn Demon, there's Smiter, there's Arbor Elf, double Thragtusk. Wow. An embarrassment of riches there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Avacyn's Pilgrim Zoo at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, he's got all these creatures. Then he's pulling to the top of the graveyard. Again, graveyard order does not matter in Standard like it does in older formats,
right?
Like a Legacy or a Vintage. So you can't actually alter the graveyard to see what the creatures are and pull them to the top. Scavenging is going to remove all of these cards, and part of the reason that he's doing it on his main phase right now, Wynn, is because it's going to force Shadowborn Demon to die now.
Exactly.
Because it's going to have to be sacrificed.
During his upkeep.
Yep.
During Todd's upkeep. Shadowborn Demon, though, doing some work.
You're trying to.
So Todd, at 5 life, facing down an 8/8 Scavenging Ooze, scoops him up.
That's not Angel of Serenity. It was an Angel.
Yeah.
It
was a
not
Restoration Angel.
Yeah, it was the wrong one.
Would have been nice to blink that Shadowborn Demon.
You don't say.
But not happening there, not in that game. But we've got potentially 2 more games for Todd to blink Shadowborn Demon, and we've already seen that happening on camera a couple times. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty impressed with the demons we've been seeing. I'm pretty impressed with Shadowborn Demon in this deck alongside the Restoration Angels.
I was hoping you were going to ask if I was feeling 22. You really let me down, Joey.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
I don't even know if I get that reference. I'm trying.
What?
What did I say? I don't know about you, but
Yeah,
I'm feeling
that's-
22. Is that what I was supposed to say? Or you
Yeah,
feeling
that's
22?
what you're supposed to say.
What is that? A Miley Cyrus lyric? I
Come
don't-
on. Come on. That is so above Miley. It's a Taylor Swift lyric. Joey.
Okay.
Joey,
Swift, I'm sorry.
Joey.
I got some work to do, I see. I got some work to do with bad pop songs and you and I.
That's all right. Next time.
That's an insult. That's an
To
insult
Taylor Swift?
to Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
okay.
Yes, that you think that would
I
be
apologize. I don't
Miley
listen,
Cyrus
don't listen to
lyric.
Taylor Swift's
Ugh.
music unless it just happens to be on and I don't have any control over it.
All right. Hey, fair enough. I'm going to let it slide. This is water under the bridge for right now.
It's funny, like I'm thinking right now, I can't think of a Taylor Swift song like to even like sing if I wanted to, you know.
Yeah, me
But,
either. I don't know any of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know any of her
We
songs.
don't know any of her songs.
You know, let's talk about the sideboard so I don't blow a gasket here.
Okay.
Todd Anderson, he's going to be on the draw, he's going to be on the play.
Right.
He lost game 1. 1 Pithing Needle, 3 Unflinching Courage, 2 Tree of Redemption, 2 Slayer of the Wicked, 3 Liliana of the Veil, 2 Obsidat, Ghost Council, Rave Revelation, and Abrupt Decay. Obsidat, of course, the easy one. 2 of those are going to come in. I think Slayer's going to come in and take care of Olivia, because that card's actually quite good against him. The rest of the stuff's like pretty meh. Like I don't really like the 3 copies of Liliana, but I could see him boarding in maybe some number of those. Pithing Needle, not really for this matchup, I don't think. I don't think it's worth investing a card to shut down Olivia Voldaren. I think I'd rather have Dead because it's still 3-3. But maybe he does Boarding Pithing Needle. Unflinching Courage, no. True Preemption, no. Rave Revelation, no. Abrupt Decay, definitely not. So there you go.
On Van's side of the board.
All right, I take it back.
Okay.
Abrupt Decay is not a definitely not because the Scavenging Ooze. So as a result, Pithing Needle is not. Pithing Needle has the potential to come in here as a way to take care of Scavenging Ooze and or Olivia.
Okay.
So I take that back actually. I could see a reason behind bringing in Pithing Needle in this matchup.
That makes sense. On Van's side of the board, his sideboard is 2 copies of Underworld Connections, 2 Duress, 2 Pillar of Flame, 2 Golgari Charm, 2 Liliana of the Veil, a Barter in Blood, a Primeval Bounty, a Doomblade, a Rurik Thar, and a Slaughter Games. Rurik Thar, that's a spicy one.
Rurik Tar.
Rurik Tar.
Rurik Tar. Powerful.
So, I mean, I think probably just want to bring in some more removal. Plenty of guys to remove on the other side of the board. You think he brings in Pillars to deal with the all the 1-drops, or do you feel like it's not even worth it?
No, I don't think it's worth it. I think that you have Bonfire the Dam to clear up those 1-drops, so you don't have to worry about that. And of course, he does have 4 copies of Bonfire. Pillar is just marginal at best. And as you see, Todd's going to start off the game with an Arbor Elf. That's what Bonfire is there for. Bonfire can take care of the little stuff. The real removal takes care of the big stuff. And you just finish him off with some sort of threat. I think that's Judd's game plan in this matchup.
So you see a Stomping Ground for Van on his first turn. And a Mulch from Todd Anderson on turn 2. Finds a Grizzly Salvage, a Restoration Angel, a Forest, and a Sun Petal Grove. Plays the Grove, plays an Avacyn's Pilgrim, and passes back. Van draws an Olivia for the turn.
You see Needle in Todd's hand right now. He also has a Putrefy and an Obzat in his hand, but he is a long way away from casting black spells because he has no black mana. So the best draw for Todd right now would actually be Overgrown Tomb. So he could get Obzat into play.
So a Farseek from Van finds him a Stomping Ground.
Grizzly Salvage was the card that Todd drew. You saw him drop Pithing Needle. Looks like he's going to cast it now. Don't know what card he's going to name. Like, you can make an argument for naming either card in Olivia or Scavenging Ooze at this juncture. I think what Todd's hoping for the most right now is that Van does not have Bonfire the Damned in his hand or peels one off the top for Miracle.
Yeah. We're going to see. We know he doesn't have one in hand.
What do you do here? Because like, if Todd has black mana, his draw is actually fantastic. He's got like Putrefies and stuff to take care of Olivia or Hunt Match to the Fells. He'll be doing great, but he does not have black mana yet. I think he was probably relying on Mulch to get him there.
Yeah, but he did not get there. He gets in with the 2 1-drops and plays a Forest and says go. So no Bonfire off the top for Van just yet. There are 4 in his main deck. He plays a Kessig Wolf Run and a Huntmaster of the Fells. Todd says sure. Huntmaster brings along a furry friend. Van goes up to 2.
Nope.
Or 22.
It's a Forest.
It's a half an Overgrown Tomb. Not the right half. Not the half that Todd wanted.
Here comes the Needle.
So Todd's going to play that Pithing Needle.
So the thing is now, like, he has to... Todd's in a bad spot, obviously, because now Huntmaster is forcing him to play the game in a way he doesn't really want to play it, which is he has to play a spell every turn. If he doesn't, it's just going to flip, and that's going to take care of those, because that's what Bonfire does, Joey.
There's that Bonfire we were talking about. So Bonfire clears the mana dorks. Pithing Needle names Garrick, a card that we weren't really considering Todd to name. We thought Scavenging Ooze, we thought Olivia.
Actually a touch surprised by that.
And Van's going to get in with his Huntmaster and Wolf.
Bonfire for 1 takes care of the mana accelerants. He could do it for 3, but I think the reason he's going to do it for 1 here is so that he can play another spell this turn. He can play a Scavenging Ooze or he can play a Farseek in his hand. You know, you can make the argument of just Bonfiring for the full amount, which is for 3.
Just for the extra damage.
Yeah. But I think he just wants to keep advancing his board.
There you see that Scavenging Ooze that you suggested he play, or potentially play, and Todd has no play, passes the turn. He does have a Restoration Angel. Of course, the Huntmaster of the Fells will flip into Ravager of the Fells due to the fact that Todd played 0 spells. And now Van is going to swing in for 8. Todd at 11 life is going to play a Restoration Angel, jump in front of the Wolf. Van says, hold up, before blocks. I've got a Putrefy for that Angel.
Yeah, and the problem here, too, is that even if Todd does try to ambush, as you're going to see Scavenging Ooze activate twice, remove 2 cards from Todd's graveyard, even if he does try to ambush that Wolf token with the Restoration Angel, there's a Kessig Wolf Run on the table there for Van, so he can just pump it for 2 and actually just trade with the Angel with the Wolf token. So even if things worked out the way that Todd wanted to, the game doesn't go his way as you see him reveal his hand of black cards, no black mana, and concede the game. So,
wow. So that match, 2-0, Van Wynn over Todd Anderson in literally 1 second, according to our round clock.
Actual
that
1
was
second.
so
That's-
fast.
What a beat! What a hot beat
Obviously,
there from Van Wynn.
a little bit of a glitch in the round clock, but that was certainly very quick.